Alright guys, gonna try something different today. You wanted to see my face? Well, here it is. If you don't see my face in this little corner down here, then I fucked this up completely. But if you do, then let's get started. Just gonna talk about, I think it might be easier to do it like this anyway. I've got two audio sources, then I don't have to cut and paste. When you're editing videos, that's the big thing. It's time consuming, man. So I'm just going to run through season 3 thoughts and some things that I've found, which most of them will be filed under kind of gimmicky, situational. There's not really much to get our teeth into as far as kind of standard setups go, which is a shame. This season 3, as far as Ryu goes, doesn't seem to be filled with exciting changes, if you know what I mean, but I might just stick the volume down on this in case it overdoes the right. So first off, let's talk about some of the positives. I'll get to the changes in a bit. What I've found is, yeah, some of this stuff. So we'll start off with the throw. The throw is good. It's not great. I mean, realistically, when you throw someone at the mid-range, they shouldn't press a button really. There's no threat. You can. I've done a throw then walk up throw a few times because people know this. So I guess in that regard it is good. But what I did notice is that if you notice Daigo when he first started, when he threw someone, he was using Stand Fierce. Now the reason for that, I quickly found out, is because between Stand Fierce and the Crouching Medium Kick, they're the only two buttons that will hit the cast wide. You know, the medium punch, I've picked Kami here for a reason. The medium punch, if you watch, it whiffs. She'll just be able to walk back out of that. But there's a bonus to that, as I'll show you in a second. So between the Stand Fierce and the Crouching Medium Kick, I'm torn, because the Stand Fierce, if you hit the crush counter, you get the extra damage from the Standing Heavy Kick. I'll switch crush counter hit on. So let's say she does push a button. I've not set her up to push a button, but say she does. You get that, so it's 171 damage. Going to work on everyone. Although they're more likely to wake up stand blocking, which means the Crouching Medium Kicks probably has more chance of hitting. But the problem is, with the Crouching Medium Kick, you're only going to get that one hit, so you're going to have to take a Hail Mary that they did stand up and do the Crouching Medium Kick Heavy Tatsu. Far too risky for me. You can blow meter on the EX Fireball if you want. I don't think it's worth it there. But the characters that have the smaller hurt box, Kami, Ken, I was going to say Takedo for Akuma, Bison, I think maybe Urien. There's a few of them. Go through it. If you throw someone and the medium punch whips, you can do this on them. But let's say they do wake up with a button. So set record wake up actions, and Kami is most likely going to wake up with the Crouching Jab. Hang on, I buggered it there. Fuck off. Crouching Jab, like that. So, say Kami wakes up with the Crouching Jab. What I'm trying to say is, you can do Crouching Medium Punch EX Fireball, right? As an option select. It will only come out if she pushes a button. So, what I'm trying to say is, you can safely do this motion, down Medium Punch, EX Fireball, and if you have V-Trigger, cancel it. And it will not come out unless she pushes a button. So that's handy. So if you can somehow teach them to push buttons on Wake Up, that will be free. You'll spend the meter if it hits, you won't spend the meter if it doesn't hit, like this. And again, example, she doesn't push, set wake up actions off, doesn't come out. So yeah, something I found. It's only on them select characters though, so yeah, it's better than nothing. In the corner, obviously things get a bit more interesting. You're going to be able to hit them with any button. So see how you go with that, guys. I couldn't really find much else to do off of the throw, but it is a welcome change. So sorry guys, there was one more thing I wanted to show you with Cammy, and this works with a few characters. I'll show you them right after this. If they reversal from the throw range, some reversals will whiff. Cammys will take minimal damage. It's always worth pressuring Cammy after the throw. Don't be scared of the DP, because if you watch here, let's just do the setup. Ah, I've not put the bloody wake up action on right here. She only gets one hit of the DP, 50 damage. 50 damage, 1 bar, fallout, definitely worth it. So it doesn't matter if Cammy's got meter or not, always pressure her. Actually look at that, so you do get the double hit. I didn't know that, I just found something out. So don't use the stand fierce on Cammy if you want that DP to whip. What about the crouching medium kick? Yeah, the crouching medium kick only gets the 1 hit. So yeah, remember that for her, definitely worth the gamble. 50 damage, 1 bar, she can't EX dive kick. Winning! Okay guys, Karin. I've set her, just again to show you, this doesn't work, but if she pushes a button, you can get that option select. But with Karin, again, if you make her DP on from a throw, it will actually whiff. Crouching medium kick whiffs is free pressure every single, unless she's got super obviously. What this probably means, and I won't bother saying out because it'll just drag the video out, but what it probably means is there'll probably be a situation where you can put Karin in a certain death situation with critical lab. She either eats the critical lab from the crouching medium kick on block, she DPs and you punish, yeah, because you can, it's going to whiff. So that crouching medium kick is completely free for her. So something, and just another Rashid, cunt of the turbulent winds, is the same as Karin. Just to show you the throw setup doesn't work on everyone. You can hit Rashid with a standing medium punch or a crouching medium punch. This is where the variation comes in. But if you make a Rashid reversal on wake up, same deal. Hey, you can't hit you. So again, there could be a certain death. They might not know that. This is on the proviso you can get someone to EX mix or a reversal on wake up from a throw anyway. So take these with a grain of salt, guys. But what I'm trying to show you is there is free pressure from the throw there, regardless of what they do. Rashids get a bit button happy sometimes, so again I thought it was worth counting out. And there might be other characters that the reversals with. Urian I thought might have worked, but because his moves across the screen, it doesn't. Edel perhaps work. I think crouching medium kick will be too slow to recover. But yeah, see how you go with them, guys. Just a little thing. So guys, something else. Let's file this under super gimmicky, super situational, but it's the type of thing that if you're someone that's creative or like to try setups, it might be worth doing if you think it will win the round, but I don't think this will ever work. I just want to show you because maybe me telling you this will lead to you guys discovering other things. I don't think so. I've had a rough look and I don't think, because of the wake up timings in Street Fighter V, it's really annoying. You can't cover everything. I guess they designed the game like that, but what I was trying to think of was when you cancel the EX Fireball from the Crouching Fierce, can you do anything else with that time? You know, most people just link the DP if they're in V1. But I was thinking, can you do something else with that time? Set up an ambiguous cross up, because the DP's only adding on an extra 90 damage or so, and you can do an unblockable, but it requires the opponent to quick rise, and which they usually do if they get hit by that EX fireball. I've just noticed people generally do quick rise, and it also requires the meter that you have. If they reversal with a non-metered reversal, this setup will still beat the reversal, or it will guard break them. If you hit them with a fireball, it does an extra 160. If you guard break them, probably a bit more if you do the solar plexus DP. But just to show you quickly as well, the Legion Punch doesn't hit Akuma if you switch on the thing I showed you before. Doesn't hit him. So I've set Akuma to DP on wake up from a normal rise. So here's what I was trying to play with. So it's going to hit him or guard break him there. Here's block, normal recovery, all guard, all wake up actions off. Actually, I'll have to do it after the first attack. And reset. Oh, why am I doing it from that side? Something like that. I think I slightly mistimed that, but it requires you to have a tiny pause. It's like when you do the dash back EX fireball from the crush counter unblockable. Yeah, it just, I don't think you'll hit anybody with this, but it's worth knowing anyway. I think if you dash up, you get the crouching fierce DP with better timing, a bit easier timing. There are obviously more options in the corner with that same setup, but again, if they stay down, your fireball will just whiff. So to me, it's not worth it. I'm not going to spend any more time explaining that one to you guys, but maybe you can take that time as a project and see if you can do anything with that time that is not just the generic, you know, DP. For 258 damage is good for 1 bar and a trigger cancel, you know. So it was just something I found. See how you go. So let's talk about the donkey kick. Disappointed. Disappointed. The EX version is very good, I'll give them that, but man, if you look at the frame data on Donkey Kick, it might possibly be the worst fucking special move that was ever designed. It's at best a 16 frame startup, 2 active frames, 28 recovery and minus 16 on block. Fuck me, Capcom. And you know what? A move with such horrendous data like that should be reliable. It should be like, okay, we're going to give you this shit move, but it works all the time. But it doesn't. It does not work all the time. There's range issues. It whiffs, and that is probably why they nerfed the crouching medium kick. You're probably thinking, why the fuck did they nerf the crouching medium kick? I'll tell you why. Because they didn't want you doing this, or increase the pushback. It was because I don't think they wanted you doing crouching medium kick like donkey kick. Fuck knows why. You know why? This game is so dumb. Like the dumb things that are in this game, for us to not have a longer ranged hit confirm that really doesn't do a lot of damage. What does that do? 113 damage. Flies them across the screen for no Oki. Why not just make that confirm all the time? Because then we could have been fishing around here, you know, throwing that out as buffers. People would be like, yeah, that's bullshit. Well, fuck, welcome to Street Fighter V. It's a bullshit game. There's lots of nonsense like that in the game. And our crouching medium kick's stubby anyway. I mean, they buffed it, but it's still stubby. So I think that's why they nerfed that, so that, you know, we couldn't do stuff like shimmy donkey kick, which fucking blows, to be honest. Like, excuse my swearing a lot, but just give us that, man, you know? So like it connects there, but it won't connect at max range, probably because of that pushback nerf. Yeah. And I think as well, if you turn counter hit on, the crouching medium kick EX hits on a counter hit, so you could have used that buffering around the footsie area, you know, like looking for them stray hits, the way you just hit the character off of the model. You never want to be on them in case they block and then you get punished, but if you could just smack them out of a move on counter hit, there's big damage. Just that change of that crouching medium kick, I think really fucks us, like really does, because like again, here's an example, fishing around, bang, 228 damage from a mid-range, you know, awesome, would have been awesome, and that's on a counter hit with the EX too, so it's not like we can just go around fishing with that a lot. It just sucks, man. Yeah, the donkey kick, it blows. I'm not afraid to say it, it blows. It's good in some aspects, but it completely blows in others. If you're going to do a 3.5 patch, either give us that pushback nerf back, or make the hitbox on the donkey kick stretch out further. You start up a little bit quicker. It's really not going to change much but that one aspect. So they clearly don't want Ryu to be able to play Street Fighter for some odd reason. He has to be gimped at that range. Yeah, not going to say much on it, guys, much more, because I'll just keep ranting. So there you go, that's why they nerfed that. So yeah, I like the EX version. I don't know what you guys have found, but personally I only use the EX version from the standard medium punch ×2. It's the only reliable button I can find that will not work with 99% of the time. The problem is, if you have a situation where something might work or might not, that's nonsense. You've probably seen people whinging about that, maybe a bit over the top sometimes, but anything that's unreliable in the game, you really can't rely. You can't rely on it. So I'm just using the 99%ers, the 100%ers, which to me is the two medium punch, and then that's about it. You know what else is reliable? Heavy axe kick or axe kick into the heavy one as a sort of buffer at the mid range. So you can buffer that like that and try and catch it poke. That's not bad. Problem is if you block it, that is -16, so kind of do it about, you know, just off the character, and you'll catch them poking. I don't mind that one so much as well. The regular I've not really been using, to be honest, even though it kind of fixes our stand problem. If I have a bar, I've been going straight for the EX for that extra damage. It's not a hell of a lot more, it's not game changing more, but I seen Vesper Arcade's video where he's doing that reset, you know, off this one. I actually hit that on someone, I'll show you, and he was a super plat player as well. But don't do that one, guys. Don't do that. You just take your damage. That's definitely filed under piss taking, or if you've just got such a hard read on someone that you fucking mind fucked them, which I think was the case with this guy I was playing. He was getting a bit frustrated, and I hit it. So coincidentally, I noticed that the standing light kick, I think, puts the character closer than the crouching jab. It's not by much, but it might be enough to trick them into that distance. So yeah, overall donkey kick, it's a good addition, but it's not as good as it could have been. I wouldn't go buffering it at mid-range. Some guy on the forum had a good idea. I just read it right there, and he said, what if a regular donkey kick on a counter hit wall bounced? I like that idea. I can't remember your name, but that means that if you throw this button out at mid-range, it's -16, risky, but if you hit, you're going to get good rewards. So tops to that dude. I'll see if I can get your name, but I like that suggestion. Now V2. At first I was dubious about this V trigger, and when the game came out it went from dubious to more like, this is a fucking waste of time, what a shit move. I was right, you know. But I've been rocking it for the past week, constantly, all matches. It's the only really way to figure out if something's good or bad. Just rock it, doesn't matter if you get beat or not. Play long sets, see how it goes. And I've changed my mind a bit on it. I think it is, I don't know if powerful is the right word, but it's worthwhile picking. I'll insert a match here of Abigail. Pretty much shuts down a lot of Abigail bullshit, which is handy on a character like Abigail. Dalsim, Mena, even Ziku, that long kick could be used, and when you're doing it full screen, there's very little risk. The shit thing about it is hang on, I've not even got it switched on here. The shit thing about it is, man, they upped the recovery again on the parry. Like, fuck, we can't catch a break, it seems, when you fucking Capcom dudes. Right now, V2 is 40 frame recovery, 40 frames. Just as a comparison, what 40 frames is, you're whiffing a medium punch DP. Drastic, very, very drastic. I mean, shit, yeah, all the Ryu haters or Ryu haters are going to be like, yeah, but fuck it, it does so much damage and it lasts so long, but I mean, fuck me, 40 frames. Actually, I think it might be more. It says 43 up there. Let me check the frame data. The V Trigger 2, no, it says 40. It looks like more on the screen when it's doing that number, but 40 frames is a lot, man. Like, you're gonna have time to actually walk up and crush counter him with 40. That is a DP going straight up in the air and coming down. I don't like that. I think they should have kept it the same, or make the V-skill one recover faster. They seem to be giving us, but taking every time. So it's like 2 steps forward, one step forward, 2 steps back type thing. But V2, I like it. I like it a lot. It lasts a long time. And the way I've been using it is, don't mind game yourself. You end up mind gaming yourself if you're like, I think he's gonna, you know, as soon as you start thinking, I think he's gonna do that, I think this is when this V-trigger gets you in trouble. What you want to use this V-trigger for is when you're just playing the game and something happens and you can react to it. It is going to require quick reactions. But if you've got that V-trigger there cooking, 50 seconds, that's half the match. Most matches are done by 50 seconds anyway. So you're saying, sometimes I don't even use it. I've just got it there just in case, just to say, stop fucking with me, you know. So I agree with the people. I also did say it would be good for keeping pressure off, but I didn't think that was a big enough incentive to use it. But now I think I do. I think I like it. The matches I found it more useful, like I said, definitely Abigail, Dalsim, Ziku, Mena. I've been rocking it against Kami, although I think you can zone Kami better with V1. But I've been rocking it anyway, just to give that bit of doubt with the dive kicks. Anyone really, Bison. So the guy, I'm not sure about the fireball thing. I've seen people say you can parry the fireballs and do the parry, but you have to catch them when they throw it. It won't work from across the screen. Makes it kind of useless. If you could parry the fireball and throw that punch out from any distance, man, that would be good. But yeah, I was going to say one more thing about it too. What was I going to say? V2, it'll come to me. Ah, that was it. I wish they let you still do the DP juggles in V2, because then I think I would just exclusively pick V2. It kind of renders it useless. Why would you do the Crouching Fierce EX Fireball cancel? Why? You can't connect the V trigger, so they've given us a buff that's only useful in one V trigger. I don't like that. Maybe some people are saying, yeah, well that's the choice you've got to make between the two V triggers, but I feel like the DP buff would have complemented this V trigger well. I like them juggles. Some of the V1 juggles I've never used personally, like the EX DP after the Tatsu. I can't really remember using that much. I've used the fireball, the regular fireball uppercut in the corner. Yeah, and obviously the V trigger cancel, but V2, worth it guys, I think. So, see how you go. I'd rock it for a few weeks. Play it in casuals, play it in sets. Just use it, see if you can activate it and pick out Abigail Punch. Bang, crush counter. Take that. So, yeah, worth it. Another quick one guys. I found on Zangief the EX juggle from the EX donkey kick. You're probably thinking, is this worth it? Is that worth it? I've used that to kill people in some rounds, so I think if they're close to death, definitely chuck out the EX. But what I noticed about Zangief is, I can't actually get that to whiff. You know how it's difficult to do the EX, is sometimes you get the one hit? Well, on Zangief, you appear to be, you can never miss it. So it looks like there's possibly some characters you will never drop that combo. You cannot early, late, doesn't seem to miss. And again, I think if you're just regularly through the match, if you manage to hit the double, I don't know why I keep fucking that up. If you're just going through the match, I wouldn't use the EX bar. Ryu, this is again where they've kind of fucked us with the donkey kick and the meter situation, because Ryu needs his critical lab to be competitive, and if you're burning it on EX donkey, you don't have it. So yeah, it's again, we can do this thing, but this thing gets taken away. I feel like we're close to having a solid, complete character in Ryu, but there's just little things here that Ryu mains probably wouldn't even know, they wouldn't even acknowledge. They'd be like, oh, fucking donkey kick's awesome, parry's awesome. But there's little things happening in the match that are just taken away from other situations that we need. But definitely, again guys, if he's close to death, take that extra. It's only 30 damage I think, but I have definitely KO'd people with that EXDP where a regular wouldn't have KO'd them. So try that one out. Try the big bodies. Maybe Abigail gets hit with it twice. I've not went through and checked, but I'm just telling you, there seems to be characters where this doesn't whiff. So yeah, I guess just another small thing. The startup on the axe kick was nerfed, and I was thinking they didn't really need to do that. It was to make it not linked to solar plexus. I don't know why, because in my previous video I said that maybe would have caused a bit much damage, but with the scaling now, man, it seems like every fucking combo does the same damage. I really don't like the scaling change. I think it ruined a lot of characters or gave them a big disadvantage, and I think Ryu might just be on that side of like, that kind of fucked us, you know? The scaling, as soon as you activate that V trigger, your damage levels come down, making it essentially, it was always used as a combo extender for some characters, but now, particularly Ryu, there seems to be no point in extending them combos. They're getting about, in some cases you're actually getting less damage than if you did not activate the V trigger. But the axe kick, they could have just fixed it by making the solar plexus strike let one less advantage frame on hit. So I think this was 8 and this was 8, but they could have just made this 7. Everything would have still linked to this on 7. Even crouching medium kick would have still linked. So I don't know why they didn't just change it that way, and then you could have still done that combo. Because that one frame on the axe kick sometimes fucks up meaties. Not quite as good as an AA, 9 frames. It doesn't sound like a lot, but one frame I think they could have just left that move alone, especially still being -2 on block, so don't think that one was necessary, guys. Maybe we'll get a 3.5 patch that will buff our fucking headband or something, but yeah, overall I think he's probably about where I thought he was going to be, just a little bit better. Nothing to write home about. Nobody is switching to Ryu because Season 3 Ryu is epic. You're still playing this character because you think he's fun, and you like that in-depth kind of zoning footsie battle. But yeah, it's such a shame. We could have been sitting on a little thing if they didn't nerf the crouching medium kick, made it connect to the donkey kick, probably maintained our damage. Little things like I mentioned, like the juggles in the other Vs. So what do you guys think? I think he's a little bit better, but not enough to really make him competitive. I don't think you'll see Ryu in any competitions. Maybe as the season progresses, if the meta changes a little bit. But who knows? We'll see, guys. Cheers for watching.